Haha, that lock didn't stand a chance against me. Stupid lock. I hope you didn't enjoy cracking that lock too much, Luke. It could lead you to a life of crime. Thanks, Flora. I'll bear that in mind. The day Luke turns evil is a dark day indeed. It works again. Hello and welcome back to my channel, Lady T. My name is Nathalie and finally I can play. I wanted to record some more episodes for you, then my phone was like, no, constant errors. So, you're going to see it immediately, I think, on the screen. It's a little under 3 hours because I sped run up until the point where we left off. It was a whole bunch of me just going on my phone. But we're here, we've done it, so now we're going to continue. The story so far. Layton finds Luke and reaffirms their friendship. He then tells Luke his suspicions regarding the location of Dimitri's research facility. Our heroes set out to confront Dimitri on the other side of the river. We're very close to ending this story. Chapter 11, The Time Machine Laboratory. This is going to be high stakes, boys. I don't think this is the kind of place we can stroll into through the main gate. Perhaps there's a more discreet entrance. Good idea, Professor. We might find another way in if we search the area carefully. I still have to wake up, I can tell. But we are going to do this. We are going to do this so well. Maybe this little door? I think we can squeeze through here. Hey, look you two. There's a message scrawled here. Oh, right there on that little scrap of paper stuck on the wall, see it? Puzzling legend. This note contains instructions for disarming the traps in the door. One of the 4 buttons, A, B, C or D, disarms the traps. To find out which one it is, trace a path from the center square, going horizontally or vertically from square to square, in the order red, blue, yellow, until you reach the correct button. You cannot pass through the same square twice. Okay, so it's memo time. Now I have to look down. I'm very sorry about that. One of the 4 buttons. Try to find out which one. From square to square. Okay, so the next order is red, or do we start like the center is red? Okay, so if we take it that way, it's red, blue, yellow. But then we don't have a red. Red, blue, yellow. Okay, but we also can't do it if we follow that logic. So maybe it's red, blue, yellow. 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 Then you get stuck there too. Red, blue, yellow. 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 There we go. Up and we go to point A. Took us a little bit, but we finally got there.
I don't want to brag, but that was pretty great.
A was pretty great, isn't it? Well done. Button A on the top left is the one that disarms the traps. Now you can open the door. Yes, we can. Ah, I did it! Who knows what would have happened to us if I hadn't solved that puzzle? Your help is greatly appreciated, Flora. I do wonder who could have left this message here, though. That is also a good question, I think. About time. I'm glad to see you had enough brains to solve your way through my puzzle. Oh, hi there, Don Polo. Hi there, Don Paolo. I'm lurking in the shadows here, boy. At least pretend to be startled, will you? Sure, if you want that. How did you manage to get across the Thames ahead of us, Paul? Yeah, let me tell you a little something about being a true gentleman, Layton. True gentlemen keep their secrets, so don't think I'll be sharing them with you. You probably just used that ropey flying machine of yours to... It's not ropey, and I thought I'd made myself clear. The matter is not open for discussion. Tsk, nosy Brad. Very well, Paul. Now then, everyone, let's push on. I like that he's coming with us. He's even there at this part of the screen. Do you see? Together with a parrot. I didn't remember what we called a parrot originally, and I could have looked it up, but I was like, I'll just give him a new name. It is okay anywhere. An extra little hint coin and into the well. This led is sure to take us down into the research facility. Ah yes, Captain Obvious to the rescue once again. Stand aside, I'll lead the way. No way, I'm the youngest and the nimblest. I should go first. Being nimble doesn't make you first, it makes you a monkey. Now stand aside. Really? What kind of behavior is that for an adult? Oh, Don Paolo, I'm so disappointed in you. You were so polite and reasonable when you were disguised as the professor. Of course I was. When I play a part, I mimic every nuance of the character. Right down to that hypocrite Layton's phony gentleman act. That's a terrible thing to say. He's not acting like a gentleman. He is a gentleman. Whatever. Look, let's settle this debate with a puzzle. If the Brat solves it, he can go first. Well, the Brat has to solve it, otherwise we can't even get there. Here's a strange construction site. You have to inspect every letter and girder, starting from the arrow and passing through points A, B, C and D in order. You never take the same route twice, except to pass over or under a letter. In what order do you use the white letters? Drag the numbered letters over the white letters to indicate their order. Okay, you have to go from A, B, C to D. Never take the same route twice. Go to B. Then to C. Then up to D, right? Or at least that's how I would do it. Let's see if we're right. And Luke is right. We get the little brat goes down the well first. That's right. No matter which route you take, the three letters get used in the same order. These routes may seem inefficient, but no matter which one you take, since you can't go the same way twice, the distance traveled is the same. Perhaps your head's not as empty as it looks. Well, a deal's a deal. You can go down first. I would have shoved him if I was Don Polo. Okay, everyone. The coast is clear. Come on down. Who sends a child first into a dangerous operation anyway? Ah, this looks like your classic underground passageway for transporting research materials. I'll bet you anything that this tunnel leads all the way back out to the Thames. You sound awfully sure about that. Pfft, remember who you're talking to, boy. Nobody does secret research like Don Paolo. I suppose everyone's got to have a hobby. I suppose so. Oh my. What is it? The materials they have here. They look like... No, I must be mistaken. Never mind. Okay. Thank you. Oh yeah, we called him Polter. That was it, now I remember. This time I actually called him Lorre. But Polter was such a good name for him. What a lovely surprise. We found a hidden puzzle. And it's supposed to be an easy one. Two sisters are talking. 1 year ago, my age was exactly half your age, says the younger sister. The older sister replies, even 1 year from now, your age will be half my age. Here, look, if we split the numbers into two parts, top and bottom, they both give your age in a year's time. Well, you're right. How old is the younger sister now? I'm sorry, the what? If we split it half to bottom. Okay, so what can we split? How old is the younger sister now? It's got to be somewhere in the age range of 8, 9 or 10. Even 1 year from now, your age will be half my age. Here, look, if we split the numbers into 2 parts, top and bottom, they both give you your age in a year's time. The only thing you can split, I would say, is an 8 and a 1. Because a 0 wouldn't make anything. Like, if you split that, like, perfectly, not the way I just did, then you have 10 and 10. Because you can't do the same with 9. Usually when it's 15 picarets, it's not going to be too difficult. You can't do it with 6, you can't do it with 5, you can't do it with 4. 3 is not going to make anything, even if you do it digital. No, because you won't even see a 2 then. So 10 is next year, so then this year she has to be 9. Yes, how old is the older sister now? Younger sister. Yay!
Few things satisfy
Good.
like a puzzle solved.
It does. That's right, the younger sister is currently 9 and the older sister is 17. 1 year ago, the older sister was 16 and the younger sister was 8. Half her sister's age. 1 year from now, the older sister will be 18 and the younger sister will be 10. Splitting 18 horizontally gives you 10 twice. Done and dusted. This metal shutter is blocking our way. I'm starting to get the feeling we're not welcome here. Of course not, Flora. That's how criminals work. The dirtier the deed, the more cautious they get. See, they've even gone out of their way to fit a puzzle lock to the shutter. I wish that criminals actually did that, but then the police really wouldn't get anywhere. Make your way from the green square to the red square, 1 step at a time. What's the catch? Well, you can only move to numbers that are 1 higher or lower than your current number. Reach the red goal square. Following this rule and the door will open. Each number you touch will light up. Make sure all the squares on your route are lit up before submitting your answer. It's only 1 higher or lower. But then even the path doesn't work. No, it does. I was just being stupid. It's just like that. It often works to work from the end to the start. Success, you found the correct path. Yes, we did. Haha, that lock didn't stand a chance against me. Stupid lock. I hope you didn't enjoy cracking that lock too much, Luke. It could lead you to a life of crime. Thanks, Flora. I'll bear that in mind. The day Luke turns evil is a dark day indeed. What are you all doing down here? Shh. Keep it down, sir. We've come to rescue you. I don't know what you mean. There's nothing to fear, my friend. We know the whole story. You were captured by the family, or rather by Dimitri Allen. And now you're being forced to work on this research here, correct? Dimitri Allen? You know his name. But who are you exactly? I am the real Professor Layton. Dimitri has been using my good name for his own misguided purposes. Ah, I see. I remember hearing that you worked in archaeology. Yes, it all makes sense now. Goodness, you can't imagine how shocked I was when I found out that Layton was actually Dimitri. Are any of the other scientists here aware of Dimitri's true identity? Some, yes, but I don't dare talk about it with the people here. Imagine what the family would do to me if they caught me spreading that kind of information around. I see. Well, is Dimitri in the facility? Well, he comes and goes. Yikes, quick, hide! The guards are heading this way. Well, we have to talk to them, I suppose. Be very quiet. Are these? No, surely not. I think we all know, if you've already... I won't spoil it if you don't know the story yet. It's going to be so good. Brr, this place is like a deep freeze. Why do we have to stand guard down here anyway? The most we are ever gonna find is a rat. We're down here because we messed up, ain't we? This is a punishment and I say we got off lightly. If Bostro hears you harping on like that, he'll knock your block off. I wish I'd stayed in school, bruv. I should've known no good would come from this line of work. Shut it, Mopey. We've got 10 hours till our shift's end, and we've just gotta stick it out. If you really want to make the time go faster, stop your moaning and tell me a joke or something. Or a puzzle. Psst, did you hear that? I did. Those two are going to stand guard here for the next 10 hours. I'm heading back. The guards know me. If I walk past on my own, they won't stop me. Wait just a moment. I think we might be able to get these chaps to turn a blind eye to us. But how? It's not my usual style of problem solving, but you know what they say about desperate times. We're going to use violence. 60 pickets. Drop this wooden crate on the fogs. All you have to do is cut the rope, but it's all tangled up. Line up the parts to straighten out the rope, ready for cutting. Use all the parts. Okay, but we can't turn them around. There we go. Yes, we did
That
it.
should do the trick.
I don't think that was worth 60 picarets,
Few
but
things satisfy like a puzzle solved.
that's right, it's time to cut the rope, even if you do feel a little sorry for the folks. This is Chive live they chose, so they can live with it. Crikey, I bet they didn't see that coming. They'll be out cold for a while. Yes, I'm not one to condone violence, but needs must, and at least now we can pass safely. I have something else to tell you before we move on. We came here to prevent Dimitri from completing his time machine. We also wish to liberate all the scientists that Dimitri is holding captive. I'm listening. I'm hoping we can speak directly to the man and end this whole mess. Do you know Dimitri's current whereabouts? Well, if he's here, he'll probably be in the central research room. I'll show you the way. Wonderful. But before we go, will you allow me one more question? Go on. These materials lying around down here, they aren't for building a time machine, are they? No, they aren't. What exactly are you working on here? My specialty is polydimensional physics, so I've been assigned to work on the time machine. The materials lying around it belong to a separate research group within the facility. And this group also works under Dimitri's supervision? Who knows, that group tinker with some pretty dangerous stuff. I don't think Dimitri is that interested in what they do though. Well, that is interesting. Oh hi, we've seen you before. First let me get my picarets. What's with all this record horrid? Who are these folk? Cuthbert, this is the real Professor Layton. What do you mean the real Professor Layton? Look, I'll explain it all later. We don't really have time to go into it here. All you need to know for now is that these people have come to help us to get out of here for good. You do want to go back to our own time, don't you? Our own time? I'll do anything to get back there. What can I do for you, Professor? I have to find Dimitri, the man who's been using my name. I hear he could be in the central research room. Do you know where that is? You're close. It's just a wee bit down the corridor. Whoa, I still cannot believe you're the real deal. That's a right turn up for the books. As I recall, you were rather surprised to see me the last time we met as well. Well, I'm awfully sorry, but it was need to know who I was talking to. Anywho, we could chit-chat later. Away you go before you're spotted. Bostro and his boys were just through here, gabbing something about intruders. You need to get moving. What? But how did he pick up on us so quickly? Bah, I should have known. We probably tripped on him for a red sensor. Basic secret base stuff. No sense in standing around, Layton. Let's go. I am all down for that. Okay, picarets. I wish you get just a little bit more light in here. Well, you say that now, but physically you really wouldn't want that to happen, I think. This door appears to lead to the central research room. I hope Dimitri is in there, Professor. As do I. You heard him talking earlier, look. He can still be reasoned with, I'm sure of it. Well, our first challenge is to get this door open. It's got some strange lock on it. Another puzzle, I suspect. Dimitri no doubt wishes to test the intelligence of all those who enter. I'm sure he does. This plus sign displayed in the top left is hidden somewhere in this pattern. Can you find it? It's exactly the same shape and size. Oh, good grief. Thought I saw something there, but it's not going to be here. Yeah. Hey, we did it.
Feeling about this one.
We do have such a good feeling about it.
Solved.
Oh, hey. That's right, it should be easy, but people seem to have a hard time solving this one. The human eye can be surprisingly unreliable. And there went the dog again. There we are, the door's lock seems to have disengaged. Hold right there! Ooh, oh, that's a problem.
Aha! So this is where you sneaky sneaks have been hiding. There'll be no getting away this time.
We weren't exactly hiding.
Oh,
Okay, correct response.
Oh no! We're trapped!
Good eye.
Quickly, follow me.
huh?
Through here, everyone. Were they crawling? Whew, that was close. Oh, my heart's still racing.
Who are you?
My eyes must be playing tricks on me.
You're Professor Layton, are you not?
Claire? Is it you?
No. I'm Celeste, her younger sister. I've been trying to uncover what really happened to Claire. I know she was quite fond of you, Professor.
It isn't really solved though, is it? The enigmatic woman is none other than Claire's younger sister Celeste. She came to the future London in search of clues as to the circumstances of her sister's death, and is following Professor Layton in the belief that he will uncover the truth. You're Claire's younger sister. You look exactly like her. It's uncanny. We've crossed paths several times, haven't we? And yet it's strange. Claire never mentioned having a sister. It is my greatest regret that we spent the last years of our life estranged from each other. Forgive me for not getting in touch with you earlier, Professor. I wanted to, but I was afraid it might attract unwanted attention from the family. For your own safety, I decided it was best to avoid contact with you. I see. You must have cared dearly for your sister to come to a place like this in search of the truth. Well, if I'm honest, I haven't been running my own investigation so much as tailing yours, Professor. But why? Your reputation. Don't they say the great Professor Layton can solve any puzzle? I thought that if anyone could get to the bottom of what happened that day, it would be you. Celeste, on the day of the explosion, We don't have time. I thought we were escaping. Oh no, the family will be here any second. We've got to run. Ah, now's my time to shine. No one makes a grand escape like Don Paolo. We can't move quickly in a big group like this. We need to split up. I couldn't agree more. My dear Celeste, please allow me to personally escort you to safety. Layton, you take the kids. Celeste, wait. There's still so much we need to discuss. You do realize that it's not the time, right? Aha, found you. Professor, the city hides a secret so large it defies the imagination.
The answer to everything lies in the old father's embrace. It is there we will meet next.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'm just going to run if you don't mind. We need to leave this facility immediately. No, really. I didn't get that from everything going on. Phew, I can't believe the three of us made it out of there in one piece. Don't let your guard down, Luke. We're not out of the woods yet. Professor, I just can't stop thinking about the last thing Celeste said to us. It just happened.
The
I'm
answer to
not
everything
that
lies in
daft.
the old father's embrace. It is there we will meet next.
I know I have terrible memory, but this I can do.
Celeste was clearly trying to give us a hint as to our next rendezvous point.
Really?
Oh, of course. She used a code to hide our meeting place from the family. But what could that code possibly mean?
Think of it as a puzzle, Luke. Though I suspect the answer to this puzzle will be much more than our next meeting place. I'd wager that it's also the family's secret headquarters, and where Dimitri's been hiding.
If that's the case, it's even more important that we find out where this place is.
Luke, do you remember seeing a flyer for a restaurant named the Thames Arms on the way here?
I don't.
That's where Celeste will be waiting for us.
At the Thames Arms? But how did you work that out?
Well, Luke, have you ever heard of Old Father Thames?
I haven't.
Rivers are often personified in folklore and literature, and the River Thames is no exception.
I mean, I have because I've played this game like about 20 times.
When Celeste said that the answer lies in the Old Father's embrace, the father she was talking about was Old Father Thames.
Oh, that one.
Oh, I get it! And an embrace happens in someone's arms. In this case, the arms of the Thames.
Or with your legs. I've been thinking, Professor. What about Luke? About how you, Dimitri and Don Paolo all have a personal tie to poor Claire. And all of you seem to question the circumstances surrounding her death. Even Celeste does. Why do I get the feeling that many of the mysteries in the city lead back to that explosion? Because it does. The explosion that killed Claire didn't just destroy the lab in which she worked. By the time I got word of the accident and ran to the site, the whole place was in flames. A block of flats next to the lab had also been destroyed by the blast. The entire area was devastated. Looking upon that scene, I knew that Claire was lost to me forever. And I wasn't the only one who lost something that day. Many others were wounded or lost loved ones. To this day, I still remember an orphan child I met wandering the street, wailing for his parents. For some time after the incident, I was in a state of shock grief. Then, when I came back to my senses, I noticed something curious. Despite the scale of the damage, there was no follow-up coverage in the media. Not one word about the incident was printed or broadcast after the initial reports. That's very odd. I knew the only way I'd get answers about what happened was by running my own investigation. I immediately set to work researching Claire's lab and the scientists she had worked with. During my investigation, I learned that powerful political forces had suppressed reports of the blast. It was right after this discovery that I was viciously assaulted. My injuries were so severe that I was in hospital for a month. I was lucky to be alive. This man has gone through it. When I returned to work, my office had been torn apart. The majority of the information I'd gathered on the case had been stolen. That explosion was no ordinary accident. Someone with serious political clout was involved. And this person abused his or her power to keep any facts about the event from ever coming to light. I tried to dig back into the case several times, but it was no use. Every time I tried to make progress, I was met with resistance and threats of violence. Claire's lost to me forever, I know that. But I must know the truth of what happened that day. It's a feeling I'm sure Don Paolo and Celeste share as well. And maybe even Dimitri. So you think Dimitri knows the truth? Dimitri and perhaps one other person. Who else do you mean, Professor? Everything will become clear at the Thames Arms. Let's go. I am lost. Eek! Flora, are you okay? Scusa, comrades. It wasn't my intention to scare the young Fraulein. Phil, what are you doing down here? I was exploring the area and somehow ended up here, perdido. Doing some of the cavern exploration you were talking about before, I take it? Ah, earlier in my quest to find the Great Tunnels, I mistakenly wandered onto some train tracks. That little viage put me in great peril, but danger is part and parcel of exploring El Mundo, no? I suppose you could say that. Naturalmente, most of my travel woes could have been avoided if my compass hadn't been broken, though I think this map might be able to show me which way to go. A bit of help, bitte? Which direction? This card has cardinal directions written on each square. However, the top of the chart is not necessarily north. If you point the correct side of the chart as north, starting from a certain square and moving in the direction each square indicates, allows you to pass over all the squares on the chart. Okay, so we have east, north, south and west. It's probably not going to be upright then. So, if we take it sideways, flip it onto the B side. You have east, for example, going east, but we can't go more east than that. Southwest. Yeah, that's not going to work. If we turn it again, so I'd have it upside down on A side. If we start here, it's east, north, west, west, south, south. Okay, it's that one. It's A then.
That should do the trick.
No?
I must have overlooked something.
Did I read it right? Because we did go down that way. No, in this game you work out which side of the... Oh, it's north.
That should do the
I
trick.
do think I got the correct answer. Yeah.
Just
not...
suspected.
You know. There we go, that's right. C is north. If you said C is north and start from the center square, you can pass through all the squares. Just didn't read the question right. Oh, double gracias, my monsieur. Thanks to you, I can now continue my travels. Do be careful out there, Pavel. Yes. We've made it this far, so I think it's finally safe to say we've given the family the slip. Things got rather chaotic back there, Flora. Are you feeling alright? Not too shaken? I'm fine, Professor. I'm just glad I had you both with me. Professor, the Thames Arms is just up the road from here. Let's go and meet Celeste. But we are going to do that in the next episode. I hope to see you then and have a very lovely day. Goodbye.